Yo, Sam, we need another Etsy listing.
Again? I just made a listing and I'm swamped today.
I know, but it's been like 20 minutes and we haven't gotten an order on Etsy.
That's a lot of work. It's gonna take me at least a couple days. My calendar is full right now.
Come on, we're all family here.
All right, fine. Maybe I can get some royalty from this one?
Come on, we're all family.
Wait, what?
The first app we're going to talk about, Pinterest. I know what you're thinking. Pinterest has been around forever. It's not AI, it's not new, it's not flashy. How is Pinterest going to take my Etsy shop from 0 to 8,000 sales? We all know Etsy is like the lottery, and your listings are your lottery tickets. The more listings you have, the more likely you are to win the lottery. So as Etsy shop owners, we are constantly under pressure to be thinking of new listings and new product ideas that we can post to Etsy to hope to get that winning ticket. I run a 3D print farm, so all of my products on my Etsy shop are 3D printed. I found Pinterest is a great tool to kind of just get me in the flow of being creative. So I found a great practice to be is just typing in a different material that I don't work with, but could potentially have products that could be 3D printed. And I think you could do this exercise with whatever your medium is. If you're laser cutting, if you're using cork boards, if you're using wood, whatever it may be, think of a different material, put it in the Etsy and see what it comes back with, and maybe it'll spark some ideas. The material for me that I never work with is concrete. So I'm gonna type in concrete decor, see what we get. I'm gonna start scrolling through and just see what catches my mind. I see a candlestick holder here. That's interesting. Here's some more, here's some more, here's some more. All right, so what this tells me is concrete candlestick holders are popular. That's a perfect item that I could 3D print. What I'm gonna do next, I'm just gonna pin these. And I already created a board called product ideas, and I'm gonna save them to product ideas. I'm gonna save this one to product ideas. I'm gonna save these to product ideas. I'm gonna save these to product ideas. I'll save this one to product ideas. I'll save this one, and so on and so forth until you feel like you met your quota of saved pins that day. Now if I go to my profile and I go to saved and I go to product ideas, I now have a central depository of all of these pins and all these ideas that I can come back to when I'm ready to sit down and start designing new products. That's the first part of Pinterest, but it's actually not even the best part of using Pinterest in your Etsy shop. The best part of Pinterest is actually their Chrome extension. Let me show you what it does. You go to Etsy and type in something like candle stick holder, and now I can see all these options here, and you can see I have a little red save button. So I can go up here, hover it, product save to board, product ideas, save. And now that product is saved to that same board, and it works across the web. So you can go to Amazon. If you're just scrolling the web on a regular Tuesday afternoon and you see something that goes, hey, that could be a great idea for a product for me, pin it. You don't have to worry about remembering where you saw it. You don't have to screenshot it. You pin it, it goes back to your saved board, and then when you're ready to be creative and you're ready to start thinking about new designs, you have all that inspiration in one central spot for you. I'm telling you, Pinterest has been around for a while. It's a game changer though in just getting creative with your product ideas. All right, app number 2. Here is your red meat for all you AI junkies out there. We are going to look at Midjourney. The way we're going to use Midjourney though is actually in conjunction with Pinterest. So we went on Pinterest, we saw the concrete candlestick holder idea. We now have the idea that we are going to make a candlestick holder. We can now take that idea, that inspiration, and go to Midjourney and actually refine our design on it. Let me show you. Now that we're on Midjourney, I'm just gonna type in imagine 3D printed mid-century candlestick holder. We're gonna let that run and just see what it gets. All right, so for myself, I don't love these first 4 designs. They're fairly complicated prints for a 3D printer, so I'm gonna try and go again. All right, so this is getting better. It's getting much more in the vein I'm looking for. I'm gonna do the bottom left one, and I'm gonna do variations for that one. All right, and then out of these 4, the one I like the most is the bottom right one, so the 4 one. So we're gonna make that a higher resolution, and we're gonna upscale that image. And there we go. I now have a high resolution photo of a product that is completely unique that I can take and begin to design and model out for whatever application I am using it for. The third app we're gonna talk about is Canva. If you're an Etsy shop and you're not using Canva, you probably should be. Everybody's using it. It has a ton of applications depending on what your niche is within Etsy. It can do different things for you. We're gonna look at using it though for listing pictures. What I'm gonna talk about is actually putting overlays on Canva. We all know people shopping on Etsy buy with their eyes first, and listing pictures are a huge part of that. Oftentimes they don't even make it to your product description. They page through your pictures, they either check out or they go back to the search results. So getting as much info in your listing pictures as possible can be a great tool to take those prospective customers and turn them into buyers. Something we've started to do on all of our Etsy listings is the first 1 or 2 pictures are clean. It's just the product, we let it speak for itself. But then once they click it and they're on our page, we want to get as much info to them as we can. So our second, third, fourth, maybe even 5th picture will be pictures of the product at different angles with different call outs of what makes the product unique, and that will help turn that person from a looker to a buyer. This is our double vertical laptop stand here, and we can see here in Nick's picture we have multiple call outs. We tell them that it's an eco-friendly PLA plastic material that's made out of. We talk about the inlay being felt so it has scratch protection from your laptop. We talk about the bottom, that it has rubber feet on it so it doesn't slip. These are all questions that we are trying to get ahead of so that the buyer doesn't have to pause their purchase. One of the most common questions buyer has is, how big is it? And yes, it's in the description, but they don't make it there. So we need to make it easy on them, and we put it in the picture. So our second or third picture is always a picture of the product, just with dimensions on it so they can see how big it is. Another question we knew we were gonna get is, it gonna fit my laptop? So on the third picture, we call right out, we say it's gonna fit laptops that are 0.7 inches or less in thickness. And really what we're saying is, this was built for MacBooks. We also took the opportunity on this page to let them know what color this is printed in and what color the felt is. And again, in the last picture, we're just trying to get more info to them. We want them to know, hey, it's ready to use out of the box. There's no assembly. It comes ready for you. And when your laptop's in it, you still have access to all your ports. It's easy to use. The whole goal here is to answer their questions before they even have to ask them. Canva's a great tool to do these overlays on top of your pictures, and you can get a consistent vibe and feel for your shop, and you can use a template you create for all of your listing pictures going forward. So if you're not using Canva, check it out. It's a great tool. All right, our fourth and final app. You knew this list would not be complete without Chat GPT. One of the things Etsy shop owners hate doing the most is writing product descriptions. We know they hate it because there's so many bad ones out there. Like Pinterest, like Midjourney, Chat GPT is just great at getting you started with a product description that you can then tweak and make your own and make unique to your style. But it really gets us past that blank page fear that we all have when we have to finally sit down and write a compelling description for this new product that we created. What I found works really well when prompting Chat GPT to write you a good Etsy product description is to have an Etsy title already in mind. Let me show you what that looks like. Keeping with our theme of the candle holder project, we're going to write me a Etsy product description for the product with the following listing title. Okay, that's the prompt. Now we have to come up with the title to put in there. So the actual title I write in here will probably be slightly different from the actual title I launched the listing with. But again, this is for prompt purposes, so you want to kind of fill it with things you want ChatGPT to know about the product so it can write you a good description. So I would write something like 3D printed modern candlestick holder, home decor, holiday tablescapes. What else? Well, let's just start with that and see what happens. And we hit enter. Introducing our 3D printed model candlestick holder, the perfect addition to elevate your home decor and create stunning holiday tablescapes. Crafted with precision and passion, the unique pieces seamlessly blends contemporary design with functionality. Product details, material, our candlestick holder is expertly crafted from durable and eco-friendly PLA filament using advanced 3D printing technology. The material is both lightweight, blah, blah, blah. Gets into the size, gets into the usage, care instructions, packaging includes. Like, that's something I never would have even thought of. Like, to put in there, what's included in the package? 1 candlestick holder. You now have a great starting point for your Etsy description for your new product. Don't just copy and paste this into your Etsy page though. Make sure you read through it, tweak it as you need. It's still AI at the end of the day. It's not going to be perfect, so make sure it fits with your vibe, with your Etsy feel, and make sure you get all of your disclaimers that you may have at the bottom. The whole point of this is to get you past the fear we all have when we get a new product listed and we get to that dreaded blank description box and we go, crap, what am I going to write about this that's compelling, that makes people want to buy it? This is a great tool to get you past that blank page hurdle. You can then tweak it to fit your needs, and you will have an Etsy description that is better than 90% of the shops out there. I use these apps every day in my Etsy business to help me stay creative, to help me stay motivated, and to help me keep pushing forward. If you want to see a mistake I made so that you don't make that same mistake when you start on your Etsy journey, check it out here. Otherwise, until next time.